Hey guys, it's Dr. Chris at Adventure Chiropractic. We're back for another Fitness Friday, and we're going to talk about this side lean that we catch people doing a lot. It's an easy thing for most people to correct, but the challenging thing about it is you might be doing it right now and not even realizing it while you're watching this video. So it sneaks into our life. There's several different reasons why people can do it. So we're gonna break this down over the course of a video or two and actually see how we can fix this and keep it fixed permanently. First off, knowing why we're leaning like this can be a little challenging to figure out, but there's a few tests that we can do to see what's going on here. So, number one test that we're gonna see is there a reason that we're doing it because our back hurts? If we have disc type pain coming up one side, or if we tend to jam up on our facets on one side, we might just shift to the other side to actually keep pressure off of that. Maybe we're trying to not jam the facets on this side as hard. Maybe we're actually trying to, we've got a little disc bulge off to this side, so it's just easier if we kind of let that disc space open up and give some room to that nerve root. It's not necessarily a great thing, but if it keeps us in less pain, we tend to gravitate toward it, or we just do that out of reflex or instinct. So we want to see first, do we have some sort of back pain issue that's bugging us? If we push our hip back all the way across, is that just a stretch over here? Do we feel pinch on that side that we were avoiding? If we do that the other way, does that increase pain off to one side or the other? If you don't have any pain with that, good, we'll move on to the next part of the video. If you do have some pain with that, we got to figure that out. So if I'm kicking my hips off to this side all the time, and if I try to correct it back, and I get real painful when I cross that midline or trying to get up to midline. It pinches really hard on that side. That's probably a small disc bulge. We can do some lateral side glides or lumbar side glides that we call them in the office here. Getting adjusted can really help that area of your spine open up, or doing some muscle work, mobilization. So call your chiropractor, call your physical therapist. If you have pain with that movement right there, you probably can benefit from a little bit of hands-on work to help make the exercises easier. But if it's not too uncomfortable, we can push our body across. And if we get a pinch or a pain like that, if it's no worse when we go back to the start position and it's only painful or pinching when we start it, that's okay. You can keep going through that process. Usually what we'll find is a yellow light exercise. We've covered that in previous videos: green light, yellow light, red light exercises. Yellow light exercises are ones that hurt when we do them, but the more we do, the better they feel. That means go slowly because there's some pain there, but it's helping you move better and feel better as you do more, so don't stop, keep them going. So we're gonna keep pushing that aside. If you have a lot of problems getting across there, if you just cannot get your body to cross that midline, you can put your shoulder up a wall, upside the wall, and actually push into the wall. That'll let you drop your hips through. You can stand your feet out a little bit from the wall. Maybe we'll put a little clip of somebody doing that right here, but we can push our hips across either way. Once we get that under control, it's usually going to take somebody with a lot of pain there several days to get that to calm back down. If you didn't have any pain, let's join back in here. No pain, no pain. Let's double check. If we lean backwards, do we have any pain? If we just feel an ab stretch, hey, great, that's normal. If you have a little bit of low back pain down here, pinching, maybe it's in the center, maybe it's off to one side, that's common, but it's not normal. Lots of people have that, but it's not something that you should have to tolerate. So if we feel pain when we extend back, maybe standing up straight actually hurts you, and you figured out if you kick your hips off to one side, you can stand up the rest of the way without feeling that pinch. But as soon as you cross back into actual standing up, it hurts. So if that's your case, you can use some McKinsey work just like we did with the side glides. Push yourself into that extension. Use your hands to help push your stomach to the wall in front of you, and push 10 reps in a row, as many sets as you feel comfortable doing. As that loosens up and you can move farther and farther and farther with each set that you do, that's going to be a really, really good thing. We want to make sure that we're essentially getting that yellow light or green light. Green light movements, the more you do, the better you feel. You feel better when you're done. Green light, keep going. If we're getting a red light movement, hey, that hurts when I do it. The more I do, the more it hurts, and my leg's starting to go numb. Should that be happening? No, absolutely not. Stop that. That's a hard stop. That's why we call it red light movement, okay? And if you get any of that sensation, if you have red light movement, stop watching this video. Give us a call or call your physical therapist or chiropractor and get fixed, okay? Moving on, if we're done with that, side to side doesn't really bother us at all, but boy, we got that habit. I always catch myself standing this way, my knee starts to hurt maybe, or I get a little tired in my lower back or hip. We want to double check. Maybe it's just that our hips aren't really as strong as we'd like them to be. We've got to develop our hip stabilizers and our glute muscles. So we're gonna step back here a little bit so you can see me standing here. If I try to lift my knee up to 90 degrees or above, that's usually getting my foot above the opposite knee, okay? If I have to shift my weight way off to one side like that, well, that's probably a sign of some weakness in the glutes, okay? Especially the glute medius muscle. That's the muscle that tips us back up like this. So we just want to stand with our feet fairly close together and then lift into the air. And if we can do that successfully without our hips shifting too many inches or feeling one hip drop off like this, that's a successful movement. You probably got fairly strong glutes if we can stand up like this. And we got strong hip flexors if we can hold this position for over a minute. We covered that in a previous video for hip flexor strength. So if we don't have good strength with that one, let's say we catch ourselves every time we go up into the air, we fall over like that, then we got to figure out again what's actually causing that. So I'm going to just kneel down here a little bit, change our angle. We're going to do a high kneeling exercise, okay? We're going to get down into this position, kneeling where we're comfortable. If we need to be a little bit off our backside, we can be. We're going to see if we can actually draw the legs straight forward like that and get up to a tall position right here. Lots of people don't realize that until we put the quads on a little bit bigger stretch, that the only way they can get into this position is to bring that hip way out to the side. Or maybe they really can't hold that tall position. They have to tip off to the side like this. So if that's you, we're going to gently practice this. You might want to hang on to a bench or a chair or hand railing, something sturdy that can support your weight, and stand on up, come back down, stand back up, squeezing the backside muscles through here. I'm going to change angles for you guys so you can see that. We're going to stand up, squeeze the backside, try on the other leg, squeeze the backside. Okay, we're going to really try to push that hip through and stand up nice and tall. We want to make sure that we can do that with either leg equally. So we talked about a couple different ways that we can test, see, do we have a back problem going on or an inability to hold that back upright and move our hips around, okay? If you have pain with any of those movements, we got to get those taken care of with these simple exercises or going in and seeing a professional about it. This video is getting a little long, so we're going to go into next week. We're going to talk about actually getting those hips to stay stable. Maybe it's not a problem with your back at all. We just got to build up some hip or glute strength. So we'll be back with that one next week. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell notification button below so you get an alert for that next video. And join us back at Adventure Chiropractic, where we help you move better, feel better, and be a better you.
Everybody's moving, everybody's moving, everybody's moving, 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 moving. Everybody's moving, everybody's moving, everybody's moving, 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 and stop.